FeaR.
A player's forces
Upper
are
right
under
is
attack.
Armin. Just want to check the base after this archer. Shouldn't get this kill. Yeah, one burrow fast shop from Armin. He's got a grunt. FeaR went for the Tuskar, so he got immediate level 2. But it's slightly delayed tech compared to Armin. Well, I kind of like this move from Armin. This takes away the camp that would typically be used to get level 3 if you go Tuskar, green, green, and then you get this green safely if you were getting pressured by a blade. So FeaR might struggle to get level 3 if he doesn't walk across the map and take something like the expansion or this Tuskar hidden out of sight from Armin. No dust. Oh, he's gonna lose the archer. Didn't need to happen, but there would have been a second grunt going to the lab in a second anyway. Armin trying to get this item. Boots of speed now for FeaR. Armin gets that. Yeah, pretty good early game from Armin, I have to say. I feel like this is kind of what you have to do. In the past, I've talked about, like, you know, and I think it's been maybe a difference between Orc players. Some think you need to creep a little bit more. I think Focus did this for a while. Some think you need to harass exclusively. Hitman and Soen did this for a while. I think Fly was split between. I think Lin has gone between a little bit as well. But I feel like the secret really to playing perfectly against Night Elf in the early game is to harass them, but then still not chase them the entire time, just creep in between. So you need to pressure them so that they sort of feel that you're around and they can't do anything greedy, but then also be taking creep camps in between and then know where the Night Elf is going to go. So you don't necessarily track them by actually seeing them. You just have to sort of intuit exactly where they're going to go while creeping in between, which is a lot more difficult than just chasing their hero around the entire early game, but it's also so much more efficient. If you could sneak a creep camp in between harassing their creep camps with a blade and one grunt, I think that's the way you have to win these early games. So you almost have to guess a little bit. It's like, for instance, when Armin went for this green camp here, what if FeaR had just gone up to an expansion? What if FeaR had just gone to his Tuskar? What if he had gone to his green camp? Armin wouldn't have known for sure. So he would have had to get a little bit lucky, but also have a good read on it after taking that green camp and run straight to where FeaR was to continue pressuring. Anywho. Raider Walker versus double lore. Ancient War was positioned quite well, and Vampiric Aura, is that going to incentivize tier 3? I doubt it, right? He's already got 4 wells, he's already got a shop. Probably just going to play Mass Triads. X first as well on the Shadow. Not too common these days. And Armin should know the direction that FeaR's going. This will be Demon level 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Armin a little bit lost. He doesn't realize that FeaR's just going to take the green. I thought FeaR was going to take a bigger camp than that. Shadowhunter will realize it now, but there is Ensnare in 6 seconds. Armin should fight this. You kill at least both archers. If not, the Naga. Hello, Locker. What's up, dude?
Forces are under attack.
Invulnerability and the heal scroll this early. I guess if he's staying on tier 2. Like, there's no way he techs tier 3 now. If he techs tier 3, he just dies. Being +1 armor as well. Yeah, FeaR 100% has to stay on tier 2. There's no way. It's like 24 degrees here, something like that. pretty nice. Armin has a little bit of time on his Windwalk still. Doesn't get the creep, but gets the item, right? Doesn't get the experience. Or did he? No, he did. Shadowhunter almost level 3. Blade has really sick items. I think he just bought another Claws. Walker being targeted, but honestly not the biggest deal. Again, Armin should probably just fight this. He could easily trade favorably here, I think. Another Walker. I don't think he needs a second Walker right now. It is definitely Mass Dryads. Here comes FeaR. Still a good fight for Armin, though, isn't it? 3 Raiders, Kodo almost out. Heal Scroll already used. I feel like Armin should do just fine here if he can buy a Mana Pot and get level 3 on that Shadow. FeaR's getting a lot of kills, though. There's level 3 on the Shadow. Has a heal wave available. Kodo comes out. One of the wins should be abolished right away. Blade needs to be careful. Oh, there's a Potion of Vulnerability that can be swapped. There you go. Kodo needs to be both focused and needs to devour. Something to do for both players. Level 3 should be crit level 2. Let's go for Windwalk too, actually. Mana Pot for the Shadowhunter, so the Blade should be safe. Oh, Water the Wind, so we can't pass any items, and the Naga goes down, and Armin definitely in a good position. Just expand here, I feel like. And for FeaR, do you go tier 3 at this stage? Or do you just keep trying to pressure? Gotta be careful. Okay, he's got a Mana Pot. He's gonna have to Town Portal, though. I don't think he's gonna get a hero kill, and that's what he's searching for. Kodo still isn't devoured. Oh, is Shadowhunter actually gonna die? It is. Oh my god. Just forget that ever happened. Tavern rebuy immediately. Expansion is coming up for Armin. Just forget that shadow loss happened. Yeah, the Naga should be back in a second. Luckily, it was level 2, not level 3. It was nearly level 3 when it died. Here continues to go Dryads, which obviously I agree with because he invested so much into it. He got 2-1 upgrades, he got the heal skill, he got the invul. So in general, I agree with him staying tier 2 for the whole game. But now I think he's got to switch it up a little bit. Whether that be an expansion, whether that be tier 3 tech, whether that be some sort of weird all-in. Gotta do something. Tier 3 and get bears? Yeah, definitely tier 3 and at least get orb. And wellspring and a couple of bears, if not more than a couple. Expansion canceled though. Armin did have wards. Did he not place one? I thought he had wards on his blade. Am I crazy? Because he should have obviously just placed a ward in the center to make sure the expansion didn't get canceled, but maybe I am crazy. Oh, he put one here. Oh my god. That's a mistake. FeaR is up in supply. Zero focus on the demon. There is a staff, but they're both on the demon hunter. Heal scroll used. Only a potion of vulnerability. No heal waves left. Oh, is there enough in snare? Just needs one crit. Just one crit. Okay, demon hunter goes down without one. Diva, what's up, dude? Thanks for 26 months. There's just barely a heal wave. The Blade Master is surrounded, but he gets a Windwalk. And now does he get Town Portal and come back in for the Naga kill? Yeah, he will. This is both heroes going down for FeaR yet again. Demon Hunter back from the tavern. Blade TPs. And FeaR is still kind of in this. The supply is close to even, but Armin is obviously pulling ahead with experience. Theox says, I maintain my subscription in hopes I'll once again get to view that magnificent giant cowboy hat. I fear it may remain in your drummer's car forever at this point. Thank you. In fact, we're for all the great content. How do you remember this? Yeah, I think it's gone. I know. I like that hat. I like that hat. I haven't seen it for about 5 years. How do you remember this?
A player's force
Has it been 5? Yeah, I think it's actually been 5 years. It wasn't even on this channel. I'm pretty sure that was on B2W's channel when I wore that hat last. Maybe not, though. Maybe it was like some early theory craft when I wore that. That's funny. I'll wear another hat for you one of these days, okay? That car's not even around anymore. You got a new car since then. Gone for good. Yeah, that was like my Crocodile Dundee hat. Very into it. Long distance mining. As lumber is no longer a problem. FeaR, what is the move for you? It's got a level 5 Demon Hunter.
Player's forces are under attack.
It is pretty good. Maybe, I mean, I feel like he just should focus the Shadow Hunter, honestly. Try to get a creep jack. Kill the Shadow Hunter. I've been looking for double level 5s. It's a good game here. Good game. Such a good game. I'm not even looking at the bracket right now. I don't even care what games might be happening. I'm only watching this game. Okay? Downing of Courage is pretty good for the exact reason I just mentioned. We'll keep that Shadow Hunter alive. And also more mana is not a bad thing. There's a tier 3 attack. FeaR waited wisely until he was at least 50 supply to do it. And he waited until the map was pretty much crept out. There's only a red camp left, and the Spidey boys down here. FeaR should really be prioritizing that upper left, don't you think? Anywho. Armin, what is your move? He couldn't get an expansion up. He's banking a little bit. I'm a little bit afraid for Armin now. What's his win condition? Does he just push with 50 supply? He might not get another fight in the middle of the map like he has before. He might have to fight FeaR in his main base unless he wants to wait for there to be bears and orb. I think Armin's just going to go. Maybe double heal scroll. Break up, keep, and go. Or do you double heal scroll, expand, and go, as opposed to breaking upkeep? He's got a 60 supply burrow. Finishing now. Level 3 Windwalk from Armin? That is interesting. I don't think I've seen that in 15 years. And I haven't even played for 15 years. Retrained awards would be good? Yeah, retrained awards would be very good. I wouldn't even mind the level 3 Windwalk if he retrained awards so that he could position himself in such a way that he can take a fight with like 3 to 5 wards set up, you know? Like say the Demon Hunter moves over here, you move your Shadow Hunter down here and start setting up wards, and then before you know it, FeaR can't take a fight any longer. Or, you know FeaR's about to push you, so you set up an expansion, set up wards here, then FeaR can't fight yet again. So the Windwalk would be a good choice if it was paired with wards. But he can't really do anything with this information, currently. He can't prepare himself for a fight. Tree of Life is coming up over here, and bears are on their way out, and FeaR is gonna have the stronger army soon, at least in terms of tech. Flip Shaker.
player's forces are under attack.
I think that was a wisp going down. Red camp is just being given up. Or is it? Okay, FeaR runs over again. Armin actually probably has time to get this. Here's too slow, and he gets a terrible item. But at least FeaR didn't get it, I suppose, in Armin's eyes. And Armin's, he's got good enough items. He doesn't need another good item, does he? Main bases should have about 1,800 left. Okay, 2,400. You're my favorite caster. Well, thank you for that. I read that in the voice of the person from the room. In the flower shop. If you know, you know. No retrain. I thought we would have seen a retrain. But no. 3 bears. Rejuve's nice. But honestly, if he was just 70 supply dryads, he'd have a better fighting army. These bears help in the long run, because they have rejuve. And you can keep on fighting, but in terms of just an actual army, the amount of dryads he could have gotten if he skipped the whole tier 3 thing and just went up to as high supply as he could get on tier 2. He did get Orb. And he did get Wellspring. Does have an expansion. I don't even want to look at the bracket. I don't want to know who wins this game. I don't want to know. Honestly, I'd say FeaR's ahead despite the hero levels and items. He's got tier 3. He's got his expansion up. When the main bases run out, FeaR will still be on 2 base. Then Armin's going to have to fight without this tower, without his shop. Without wards still. Here, I think it would be a mistake to push. But Armin's getting nearly 80 right now. Wouldn't be the craziest thing to have seen a second bestiary at some point in this game from Armin. Against Mass Drives, we see that pretty commonly. Even if you start with Raider Walker, you put down the second beast. Just to keep fighting and keep trading. You lose a lot, but you have a lot of reinforcements. Equal to the Dryads. Would love to see Immolation. I feel like the Shadowhunter would just out-heal it if we did retrain to Immolation. And if you don't have Evasion, I feel like the demon would just be dying. There's enough Raiders to stop the mana burn. Expansion scouted. Level 3 Windwalk, kind of helpful. But they haven't fought since he got level 3 Windwalk, so the crit might be missing. Nature's Blessing on the way. Again, main base is 1 more minute of mining. Oh, got out of position a little bit. Here doesn't commit. Naga's a real tough one here. It's so underleveled at this stage. 22 minutes, still only level 3. Oh, eats a mana burn right away? Okay, no Hex. Doesn't want to eat a level 3 mana burn on the Shadowhunter immediately. Positioning. Pretty decent for both, actually. All the range for both players is in a good position. The Raiders are starting to get on the Dryads, but the Dryads can move on to this choke. Look at the positioning for FeaR. One Kodo gets to devour. Shadowhunter's just AFK right now. With the heal scroll and double mana pop, but he's going to get on to the Raiders. Nice heal wave. Okay, Bears are getting cleaned up. Shadowhunter is not getting mana burnt at all. Is this on purpose? It feels like it's on purpose. Heal scroll? Yep. And heal wave on the blade. Ooh, Armin. Nice positioning. How much can the Demon Hunter do? He hasn't got enough kills to even potentially get level 6 this game. There's a second heal scroll as well. And did FeaR fight too soon? He had no incentive to fight. Armin cleans everything up. Naga dies. Blade's almost level 6. And do you go crit level 3 or do you just go Bladestorm? Because Bladestorm is pretty damn good. Got out of position, won that fight. Yeah, it seemed weird, but use of these trees was so sick. Both players played that positionally pretty well. I like the Dryads going here, so the Raiders can't just surround them completely. And then the Shadowhunter going around the trees like this was pretty sick. Didn't take one mana burn the whole fight, the Shadowhunter. Well, all the Dryads are dead. Not one mana burn on the level 5 Shadowhunter. Not one. And only one makes it out of the Zeppelin. Yeah, watching that fight, maybe Immolation would have been better after all. But honestly, you shouldn't even fight if you don't get a mana burn, you know? You should just have a TP and just get out. Armin gets the win at 24 minutes. Armin moves on. That was a game. That was a game and a half. Game in 3 quarters even.